All right, so let's go back to NVIDIA. I've got a price target of 412. It's just a fib level, but you got to have something, you know, when you're in blue sky territory, and that's exactly where we are. So I've got, as I mentioned before, I've got 412 for NVIDIA as an extension where I think it absolutely slows down. And then we've got AMD, which by the way has also been a stunning scoop. You can't really see it here, but look, this beautiful scoop that was actually earnings never ever came down and filled that gap fill or even the 200, and that continues to push higher. I've got somewhere in this kind of 133 to 136 potential area in AMD. Right now, it is basically undergoing profit taking. Look at that cradle formation on AMD. All right, if you're wanting to swing short this, it really needs to come back in and break it. It literally, pre-market hit 132, pretty close to that 133, which is monthly resistance, which is where it basically broke down from this, you know, multi-month consolidation back in fall of 2021 before the NASDAQ, you know, fall from grace in 2022. So it's getting very, very in nosebleed territory. You can see this gorgeous cradle formation. If you're chasing short 127, but it's not a confirmed, like solid follow through short until it can get and stay below 127. Let's just do this again. NVIDIA 412 is where I think it hits its head. AMD has a little bit of softness this morning. 127, we'll see. It really needs to break below 128. I don't think so. This is just really, no, I'm talking about on the weekly. Where was this? This one was, that's 16. Yeah, there's just support here. Short term, 127. That's the easy one right here. But then here, let's see. Still have this monthly tag of like 133 that did not hit. Oh my God, the semis are in this space too, straight up. That's way extended. All right, so AVGO's acting a little ridiculous. NVIDIA said this morning, or I should say over the weekend, that they had a new product. By the way, we're at that 412, right, area. And they're partnering with WPP, which is a digital ad agency that obviously is still languishing, so that's not of any interest. Cradle formation, nice reversal. 127, I said, was easy. To press, you want it to stay below 127. That's working extremely well. 19.5 million in sales in stock in the past half hour. So they're definitely taking some profits. And I think it's still just profit taking. I think 412, though, that really was my price target. When earnings came out, I said, okay, if it stays above 366, I can very much see this move higher to 312. That's a fib level. It should kind of quiet AMD, right? So expect NVIDIA to be a little bit of a belligerent short, but I still contend 412 was it. This should peter out at 412. Gorgeous gap up to short against for a short duration, and only short duration, because I don't know where it's going after this. I want to see some more selling, which I don't have right now. AMD, nice press short into 127 and below. If I was to say a price target next, I'd say this 122, 4.5. We're right on the Keltner, and then let's see what happens. Let's just 122.49. Let's see what happens. This is ultimately, right, this whole kind of where we gapped up 117.84, but it typically is a dance. Like it'll hit this 122.5, have a little bounce, go down and hit 122.23, have a little bounce, go hit 120.69, have a little bounce, and then go down and hit 117.84. Doesn't typically dump in one straight line. Okay, I already answered the question earlier about when I see this ramp or melt up in tech subsiding, right? There's definitely some signs of money flow and, you know, price action. Some of it's a little bit too much too soon. You can see them, right? This is definitely the enthusiasm of no, I'm going to call this something else. Pace of vertical.